Welcome to today's podcast, Together Towards Wellness. Today we're going to be talking about what to look for when you're choosing a therapist. This is a question that we get asked a lot. Making the decision to seek therapy can seem like the easy part when the next part is, and now what? So the task of searching for a therapist can seem overwhelming, and this is what often leads to a delay in seeking therapy or even abandoning the idea altogether. We have some clients that prefer to keep their search private. They may not be asking people for a referral, so really Google becomes your gateway to finding someone. And the criteria seems to be someone close to my area. Let's see if they have good reviews and a decent website. And often clients can feel like they're closing their eyes and just throwing a dart and hoping for the best. But there are a few things you can do that will help you narrow down your search to find a therapist that's going to be the right fit for you. First, looking for a therapist that offers a free consultation is key. The therapist-client relationship is the biggest determinant if the therapy is going to work well for the client or not. So a short 10 to 15 minute consultation via phone, video, or in person, it gives you the opportunity to share a little bit about what you might be struggling with, but it also helps you get a sense of who the therapist is and how they work. And you can ask all the questions that you might have. Not having a consultation can be a bit of a red flag if they don't offer that for free, that the therapist might not be as committed to finding the right fit versus getting someone in the door. Also, qualifications are important. So make sure that the therapist is licensed in your state, but more importantly, you want to take a look what types of issues they have experience in working with. So for example, if you're looking to process a traumatic experience, you can look for a therapist that has experience in trauma therapy. Or if you are specifically looking for obsessive compulsive disorder, or you're having challenging with feeding or eating disorders, a therapist that specializes in, or at least has experience in those issues, is going to speak more to addressing your needs. A moment about values, and this is a tricky one because it's very personal for each individual, but the therapeutic space is a place of non-judgment. And what that means is that whatever value you hold as a client, you should feel is respected in the room. For example, religious or cultural beliefs, sexual preferences, or gender identity, they're all a part of your lived experience. These are not things that a therapist should be challenging the validity of. So our role is to create a space to enable mental wellness for everyone. But you should be on the lookout for some practices operate from a religious perspective, and that might meet your needs if you are looking for a religious perspective. Some might hold a bias that doesn't align with who you are. So it's important to voice your questions to ensure that you are going to be in a space that will support and care for your mental health. Some red flags that this might not be the right practice for you. I already spoke about the free consultation, but also if you encounter a therapist and on their website or in your consultation, they mentioned that they are very theory specific. So they really only subscribe to one method of counseling. For example, CBT or psychodynamic or behavior therapy. That might not be the most effective to meet your needs. So they often are very valuable in moving the needle in specific issues, but you need to make sure that it's going to be fluid enough to meet the needs that you're coming in with. And also really being aware of signs of judgment. Again, the role of the therapist is to work with clients in a space of non-judgment, respect for who they are. So when you are in your consultation, or if you're in your first sessions, ask the questions that you need to ask about multicultural awareness. Are they using pronouns? Is the practice aligned with any specific religion? Ask those questions to ensure that you are going to be in a space where you feel supported and that is going to be the right fit for you. So these are just some things you can use to guide you along the way in creating a good relationship with your therapist and helping you choose who might be the best one to work with for your specific needs.